Let's really quickly do some fan questions, just because you guys, I have not seen a more dedicated fan base, um, really in person or just on the social media at least, than you guys have. Minus 311. Like your fans are pretty much, um, right on par of just being so loyal and such great fans. And you've gotten to do a couple things. You got to do the cruise and 311 day recently. Talk a little bit about doing that and how much fun that was.
I was in seventh or eighth grade,
Me too.
and the Blue record came out, and I was exploring with being a skater kid, and
Hmm.
you know, that Down video would come on MTV, and it was like, whoa,
I
sort of,
still rock that song. Like that song never gets old when they play it live. I get so pumped up.
yeah. And then sort of getting into college, where when my musical taste started expanding, I would get into all the back catalog and might have done some experimentation with Transistor, like just sitting in the basement at the party house and whatnot. So yeah, I've been a fan for a very long time, and be able to play those events. I definitely, in our sort of timeline of history, the first couple shows of 311 back in 2017 was certainly like a major sort of blip on our trajectory because of it. Then opened up the door to us to this, their rabid fan base of people, and we've had
Hmm.
so many good friends and generated from that sort of opportunity that we have with them. And it's 311 day was awesome. That's another thing I'll never forget because we were at the MGM in Vegas when all this news of the virus started breaking, and then the drive home from there is one I'll never forget the rest of my life, because we're driving across country and just everyone's in the van like, holy shit, they just said this and that and this and that, and it's like everything's sort of going down as we're leaving 311 day. So it's all been incredible, man. I've just been super blessed to play with some of my favorite bands growing up now.
That was definitely a weird situation. And I'm pretty sure that was the you guys were heading home the night before, but that last night, I'm pretty sure that was the last live music event, or one of them probably, minus like a small bar, but like a big event like that going on in the country, because everything pretty much got shut down by Saturday and Sunday of
Yeah.
that week. Is there anyone you'd like to collab with that you haven't, as far as your solo stuff? Is Icarus Roads?
um yeah, I mean, like I like a lot of hip hop is where I'm at. So
Dope.
Atmosphere is always like kind of my go-to for that sort of thing. He was right up there with 311 sort of through my college years, but people like Murs, and honestly, we met Prof on the cruise. He was
Oh, he's dope.
great. But something like that, hip hop acts. I try to do something a little different with the Rhodes Icarus stuff. Kind of like a hip hop pop sort of thing.
Hmm.
It's been a nice little outlet.
Someone asked what prompted you to get sober. If you want to get into that, feel free to just do a brief thing. If not, we'll go to a next one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem talking about it, but it's kind of like what they say in recovery types programs and situations is, you hit that sort of rock bottom, and that's what it was for me. And it was like, okay, am I gonna live or am I gonna die here? And it was, once you put it in those terms and truly believe it, then it's not much of a choice. But
Yeah.
willpower is another story. But I'm happy to be here. It'll be 4 years in September. So
Oh, here's the next. Do you think you could dance better than Derek?
probably not. I think I could do anything I put my mind to, but I
Yeah.
don't know. So can he. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say hell yeah, you can, if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Uh, I think this question kind of relates to it. What we talked about before of having such a loyal fan base, and this is probably one of the reasons why. But Haley asked, how does it really feel having the fans relate so hard and find such solace in your most heartfelt songs, or even in your songs in general?
It's pretty great, man. It's like I try not to underestimate, the impact that some of this stuff can have.
Hmm.
And every once in a while, I'll get these messages from people just telling me how much so and so meant, or this song, or that lyrics, or whatever. And it's like, damn, okay. It's like the reminder I needed. Like, you know, it's easy to get caught up in whatever your business is. It's just kind of things are moving so fast, but it's nice to have a reminder every once in a while that what you're doing is, you know, substantial and it's making a difference, you know, at least for some people. So, you know, I feel like this is what I need to be doing with my life, and it's great to get that affirmation from people.
And obviously, as an artist, you want to affect people and stuff, but I don't think when you're writing a song, you don't go into it necessarily thinking, oh, this is going to affect someone this way or this is going to affect them that way.
Sure.
So I think one of the coolest things about me doing merch for bands, and on the flip side, it can be a hassle sometimes too. But I hear everyone's story about how they got into the band or what meant most to them, and you're almost like their therapist. And so it's really cool to hear some of the stories that I hear sometimes. Okay, so the next one is, do you ever? I don't think I've ever seen you. Maybe for a song or something like that. But the next question is, do you ever play electric guitar? I saw a recent picture with you holding an electric with some news coming soon, which is the PRS guitar. I assume that you had on Instagram. So, talk a little bit about playing acoustic and how that's different in a band like yours, because I guess you could easily just play electric to your songs, but then it wouldn't have that same tropidelic kind of tone and feel. I feel like.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be moving to electric. Yeah.
Okay, so you are.
Yeah. So it's just about, you know, a lot of times I became comfortable with acoustic at a young age and kind of had like a high school band and I played acoustic. And I guess it's just from a practicality standpoint, having that around means I can pull it out and really play anywhere. And I don't know, I got comfortable. It was less about, okay, what makes sense for what this music I'm playing,
Hmm.
obviously, because nobody else is really fronting a, you know, a reggae rock, edgy rap, whatever band with acoustic
Yeah.
guitar. It was more about, okay, like I'm comfortable here. Let's do this way. But, you know, especially with the downtime we've had now, I've certainly reevaluated a lot of things and, you know, what's going to sound best, what's going to be most practical, what are my options.
Hmm.
And PRS has been supportive and helped me out. So yeah, I think sometime in the future here I'll be moving to an electric, and I just got a Kemper too, which I've been consulting with people on. We've been using it in the studio, so I think that's going to be the move here at some point.